right, Shalom. Call Haloyim La, Yahweh Shemi Hawashai, by Hashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well, who taught me this truth, and salutations to the elect. All right, Shalom. I just wanted to engage in this reading real quick through the Spirit, and I'll be breaking down scriptures here and there and looking at words here and there. But I really just wanted to really just read this chapter from the book of Proverbs, man, the 5th chapter, basically talking about understanding wisdom, the words of the Heavenly Father for yourself, and retaining them and using them in your life, all right, for yourself, to how you need to use them in your life, man, to your own discretion, okay? So without further ado, this is the book of Proverbs chapter 5 verse 1. It says, "My son, attend unto my wisdom, and bow thine ear to my understanding, that thou mayest regard discretion, and that thy lips may keep knowledge. For the lips of a strange woman drop as in honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil." Yeah, the lips of a strange woman, basically talking about these other doctrines and philosophies and dogmas of this world. All right, anything that Jake uses other than his own heritage to justify his madness. How Jake be bowing down to Islam. All right, Jake's still in the harlot houses that are called churches today. Okay, and any other type of doctrine or philosophy or devotion that Jake has bowed himself to other than Yahweh Shemi Hawashai. All right, it says, "The lips of a strange woman drop as in honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil." Yeah, Jake is receiving those smooth words and that validation of madness from these other doctrines, right? Verse 4, "But her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword." Okay, it says, "But her end is bitter as wormwood." Okay, and when you look at wormwood, all right, this is wormwood right here. Oh, so like I'm in images. It says, "Artemisia absinthium is a moderately poisonous species of Artemisia native to temperate regions of Eurasia and North Africa, and widely neutralized in Canada and the northern United States." All right, so long story short, it's a poisonous plant, man. Okay, and that's exactly what the doctrines of these other nations are. All right, and of this world are. All right, it's poisonous to us. All right, because there's no life in them, right? It says, "But her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword." Okay, so it'll hit you real good on one side, all right, but on the other side of that sword, all right, what happened? It'll destroy you ultimately. Okay, it'll destroy you. It'll condemn you. It could be to your own condemnation. All right. Verse 5, it says, "Her feet go down to death, her steps take hold on hell." Yeah, the other doctrines and philosophies of this world will lead you to death, but this two-edged sword, which is the Holy Scriptures, will lead you to life. Okay. So no matter which way you try to turn, all right, it may be painful, but hey, if you endure until the end, you're gonna receive the everlasting life, man. All right. Verse 6, it says, "Lest thou shouldest ponder the path of life, her ways are movable, that thou canst not know them. Hear me now, therefore, O ye children." All right, talking to Jake, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Most importantly, the elect. It says, "And depart not the words of my mouth." It says, "Remove thy way far from her, and come not nigh the door of her house." Yeah, don't go anywhere near these other doctrines and philosophies, man. Because again, they are the ways of death, man. All right, her steps take hold on hell, as it says earlier. Verse 9, it says, "Lest thou give thine honor unto others, and thy years unto the cruel." Yeah, unless you give all your faith and your substance, okay, and your belief unto a strange woman, man. Okay, the strange woman, again, being these other doctrines and philosophies. "Let strangers be filled with thy wealth, and thy labors be in the house of a stranger, and thou mourn at the last, when thy flesh and thy body are consumed, and say, how have I hated instruction, and my heart despised reproof, and have not obeyed the voice of my teachers, nor inclined mine ear to them that instructed me. Yeah, it says, lest strangers be filled with thy wealth. Okay, meaning again, you giving all your devotion and all your heart and all your spirit and all your faith, okay, to some foreign doctrine that has no relevancy in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, and all your labors are in vain, you know. And then when you about to die, all right, when you experience in hell, all right, which means evil times or hard times, okay, in your life, you're gonna be saying to yourself, dang, how I have hated reproof and instruction, all right, and you didn't obey the voice of the teachers, which is the elders and the apostles, whom Yahweh Shem Yahweh sent, Yahweh Shem Yahweh sent for the sake of our instructions. All right, I was almost in all evil in the midst of the congregation and assembly. Drink waters out of thine own cistern, and running waters out of thine own well. All right, because the scriptures tell you, out of your belly shall flow rivers of living waters when you believe on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, meaning what? This truth is gonna abound. You know, you got to be able to use this truth in discretion to matters that concern your life. Okay, when it says drink waters out of thine own cistern, okay, worry about yourself. Use the truth to your discretion for yourself. And running waters out of thine own well. Yeah, out of your own well, man. Okay, it says, let thy fountains be dispersed abroad, and rivers of waters in the streets. Okay, and with getting all of this wisdom and knowledge and understanding, you'll be able to prophesy more efficiently to the world to wake up the elect, because that's mainly what it's for, man. You know, to wake up the elect, the 144,000. Okay, so let thy fountains be dispersed abroad, and rivers of waters in the streets, all right, out there on the highways and hedges. Let them be only thine own, and not strangers with thee. Yeah, you can't incorporate other doctrines and philosophies with the accord of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Let thy fountain be blessed, and rejoice with the wife of thy youth. Let her be, yeah, the wife of thy youth, talking about wisdom. Okay, it says, let her be as the loving hind in pleasant roe. Let her breast satisfy thee at all times, and be thou ravished always with her love. Yeah, be taken by wisdom, man. Okay, be taken in by wisdom. Let wisdom take hold of you, man. All right, so that way you may be able to retain wisdom in your mind and your thoughts, all right, in your spirit. All right, and you will move more appropriately according to the scriptures. Verse 20, it says, and why wilt thou, my son, be ravished with a strange woman, and embrace the bosom of a stranger? All right, why would you want to be involved in all of these other doctrines and philosophies that are not of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai? It doesn't make sense, because this is the only doctrine that's going to lead you to life. All right, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai will not leave you astray. All right, if you believe in him, if you got the faith, ultimately. All right, so why would you want to be sucking on the breast of a stranger, okay, of another doctrine or philosophy? It says, for the ways of man are before the eyes of the Lord, and he pondereth all his goings. So nothing is done without the approval, okay, without the okay of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Nothing is approved without the okay of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. It says, his own iniquities shall take the wicked himself, and he shall be holden with the cords of his sins. He shall die without instruction, and in the greatness of his folly he shall go astray. All right, in the greatness of his folly. So when he's in the world doing all of this partying and BSing, or bowing himself to these other doctrines and philosophies, when he's in the greatness, when he's in the sufficiency, when he's at the pinnacle, when he's at the climax of his folly and his foolishness, he's going to be led astray, man. And ultimately, it's death. Because the scriptures say what? There's a way that seemeth right to man, but the end thereof are the ways of death, man. All right, roughly paraphrasing, but you get the point. So with that being said, like I said, I just wanted to do this quick little reading through the Spirit. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak Vadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who ruled well, that taught me the truth, and salutations to the elect. All right, Habachayar, Shalom.